Today I want to talk about 4 practical ways on how you can love your spouse. Hey guys, I'm Jeremy from Shelter Cove in Modesto, California. And again, we're getting super practical because we know we're supposed to love our spouse, but what are some practical things we can do to demonstrate that we love them? I love what Paul says in Ephesians chapter 5. He says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. And I love this because what did Jesus do? Jesus laid down his life for the church. And so this is a life of sacrifice. But 4 different things. Number 1 is pray. Be your spouse's biggest prayer warrior. In other words, find out how you can pray for them specifically. Maybe they've got an upcoming meeting. Maybe they're stressed out with the kids. Maybe they're feeling a little bit anxious, depressed, whatever it is. Pray for them. Pray with them. Send them a text message before the meeting and say, hey, praying for the meeting or praying you're doing well with the kids. Be the biggest prayer warrior. Second of all, is just simply serve them. That's what Jesus did. Jesus said, I came to this world not to be served, but to serve others and give my life as a ransom for many. One of the greatest things you can do is find a way to serve your spouse in a way that ultimately blesses them. Now, this is what it looks like for me. One of the things I so appreciate about my wife, Kelly, is yes, she does a lot of the laundry and takes care of the house, but she'll take time to put yogurt in a bowl for me in the morning. Why? It's one less thing I have to do. She'll make me eggs sometimes on the weekends, and it's just her way of loving me and showing that she cares about me by doing something. She's serving me. And then what do I do from time to time? I like to help take care of the kids. I like to take care of the yards. I like to empty garbage. I'll sometimes fold the laundry. Need to do that a little bit more, but I'm working on doing stuff that is ultimately a blessing to serve my wife. So what we do is, first of all, we are praying for our spouse. Second of all, we're serving our spouse. Then thirdly, know your spouse's love language and do something with that. Now, if you're not familiar, there are 5 love languages according to the Chapmans. Gary Chapman wrote a book several years ago. It's words of affirmation, physical touch, gifts, acts of service, and quality time. Find out what your spouse's love language is and meet that. So my wife, her love languages are quality time and acts of service. So she doesn't need a back rub. She doesn't need me to tell her how amazing she is. She just wants me to sit next to her at times, and she wants me to do something like take the garbage out, bro, right? Just little stuff like that. That's my way of showing her I love her. So meet their love language. And then lastly, really simple, but find a time each day where you can look your spouse in the eyes and just tell them you love them. Those are my words of encouragement for you today. What's practical? Be their biggest prayer supporter. Serve them. Know their love language and look them in the eye and tell them you love them and watch what God does.